All right, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special two-fight review. So we're going to Deep Jewels 28th. Now these happened on February 24th, but I had to wait for the videos to get uploaded again so I could watch them and review them properly. So we're talking about the Deep Jewels microweight tournament semifinals. These matchups were decided by blind draw. First up was Mizuki Furuse taking on Yasuko Tamada. Huge age and experience difference here between the two. Yeah, Tamada, obviously the much older fighter. I believe she's 52. They came out and were really tentative in the first 2 minutes of the fight, mostly just exchanging feints and fakes. Eventually, Tamada decides to trap Furuse up against the cage and take her down. From there, she's not able to do a whole lot, a little bit of ground and pound, but mostly stuck within the open guard of Furuse. And then Furuse attempted 2 separate arm bars to close out the round. The second round, Tamada came out and just immediately tried to take Furuse down. I mean, right off the bat, was stuffed by Furuse, but Tamada did not give up trying to take her down. Eventually, she was dumped to the ground and landed on some ground and pound by Furuse. Furuse let Tamada back up, and Tamada again tried for a takedown. This time, Furuse stayed with her, got her down, took her back, landed some ground and pound from the back. Eventually tried for another armbar again, unsuccessfully. And then Furuse just decided that I'm not going to let Tamada up at all. Like, Tamada at one point tried to get back up. Furuse just straight up dragged her back down, and just completely dominant second round by Mizuki Furuse. So it went to the judges after 2 rounds. It was only a 2-round fight. 2 of the judges had it 2018 Furuse. One of them had it 1919. With Deep Jewels has a weird must decision rule. So his must decision was Furuse. So Furuse won by decision. Moving on to the second fight. Suwanan Boonsoorn, better known in Japan as Amp the Rocket versus Emi Sato. Now this was a rematch from a fight in Deep Jewels, I believe it was around the same time last year. This time it ended even faster. They came out and Amp just bullied Sato around, bullied her to the cage, got an easy hip toss straight into the half guard of Sato. And from there, Amp effortlessly passed the guard to side control, then got knee on belly. And if you know anything about the grappling game and how it's evolved in MMA, it's pretty rare to see knee on belly in 2020. I mean, very rare. From there, she grabbed the armbar, eliciting the tap out from Sato, giving Amp the Rocket the win at 49 seconds, I believe, of the first round. So Amp the Rocket and Mizuki Furuse are moving on now to the finals of this tournament. The finals are tentatively scheduled for Deep Jewels 29 on May 6th. The winner will be crowned the first ever Deep Jewels microweight champion. Now I mentioned that it is tentatively scheduled for that date. Deep has announced that, that whole event may get canceled or just pushed back, depending on how the coronavirus situation is over there. Obviously, the COVID-19 affecting sports in a major way all around the world. But very much looking forward to the finals of this fight. I think, personally, I think Amp the Rocket will take it based on what I've seen in her fights compared to Furuse. But Furuse surprised me. I did not expect her to be so dominant against Tamada like the way she was in the second round. So they're both good fights. Both are up and available at Deep's YouTube channel, which is Deep Office. You can go watch them and all the other fights from Deep Jewels 28 there. I recommend all of them. Well, I definitely recommend these 2. They're the most important fights from that event. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Likes are always appreciated. Hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. You'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.